Our Diamond Studio set out on a journey to design and build several cutting boards for various environments throughout the school. We built one cutting board for our own studio snack area that learners use when they are enjoying a snack. We also made a cutting board for our consumer science lab for cooking project by elementary learners. We added an additional cutting board for our teens pantry for learners to prepare food.
Our first step was writing grants and reaching out to several companies to gather materials from local establishments who wanted a unique design, so we started collecting various exotic woods such as purple heart, yellow heart, hard maple, padauk, walnut, and cherry. On our mission, we found that some woods were not compatible for constructing cutting boards. We researched and found that certain woods, such as softwoods, were not suitable for a sustainable cutting board because of their larger and more delicate pores. The smaller pores in the wood, such as walnut and hard maple, the more durable the board will be.
Our next step to this project was to cut different shapes and sizes of the different types of wood that we had collected. This gave us the option to create and design interesting patterns using a variety of wood. One of our studio's favorite stages for building our cutting boards was the designing and layout phase because learners were able to be creative, artistic, and were able to design unique patterns. We were able to create many different patterns that were neat and beautiful. We found that some wood colors complement others while some woods clashed.
Once we decided on the layout, we started to plan and prepare for gluing. The step was fun but tedious due to the nature of the glue and wood bonding together. We glued each side of wood strips separately with high-grade wood glue and then applied pressure with clamps to form a tight connection. After waiting 24 hours, we unclamped the wood and inspected the board for suitable attachments. We were successful and a tight bond was formed.
Next, we took our cutting board, which measured 24 inches by about 9.5. We thought by cutting the board in half, we could create two cutting boards of 12 inches by 9.5. This gave us a better use of our more expensive wood and limited scrap for conservation. We also cut down the sides to even out the board.
We then took our cutting boards and started to plane them down to about 3/4 of an inch. This gave the cutting board a great smooth surface. An important step to include is sanding the boards down multiple times with grade 80, 120, and 220 sandpaper. Each time we placed marks with a pencil so we had reference to the sanding.
Next, we rounded the edges of the cutting board to give it more of a defined look, and we also added small handles.
A trick we used to bring out the beauty of the grain in our boards was to spray water and allow it to sit for several hours, followed by a light sand.
Our last step was to apply a coat of food-safe mineral spirits oil to the cutting boards. Wow, this really brought out the uniqueness.
Now it is time to enjoy the finished product. Wow, what a neat project!